Alex Yip next.
I'll call upon Cllr Alex Yip to second the motion.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. I rise to second the motion as laid out in today's papers. The scale of this national grooming scandal is truly staggering, and these are only the cases that we are currently aware of. Rotherham, over 1,400 girls abused between 1997 and 2013. Bradford, 15 men jailed for offences against young girls between 2008 and 2016, saying, quote, victims plied with drugs and alcohol, subjected to horrific and degrading sexual abuse. Telford, Britain's worst known abuse scandal, 1,000 vulnerable and working class girls, targeted, groomed over years in a town of just 170,000. Girls as young as 10. And when these brave victims came forward to local authorities, the police, statutory safeguarding bodies, their horrific experiences were belittled, downplayed, they themselves treated like criminals. Their voices silenced with, quote, an overemphasis on community cohesion at the expense of child safeguarding. Lord Mayor, we should all stand with the thousands of young girls who've suffered unimaginable abuse, and we should honour their bravery by working together here this evening to seek justice. It is perhaps a little bit frustrating that when the Labour group saw our request to join together and call for a national inquiry on a cross-party basis, on a non-political basis, reports allege that they may have indicated that they were going to vote it down. We hear so many times how we need to learn from our mistakes here in this council and give voice to the vulnerable, stand on openness and transparency and integrity in pursuit of truth in service of our residents. Lord Mayor, I urge colleagues to think on this when we are asked to consider our conscience or to vote on the party line. And we have tonight an opportunity to do just that by bringing all our amendments together, cross-party, and I hope that we have some agreement with Councillor Brennan. On the amendments, we welcome and accept the Liberal Democrats' amendment. On the Labour amendment, it's a little bit inaccurate in terms of inferring inaction and a lack of commitment from the previous Conservative government. Categorically, that the Conservatives did nothing is not true. We set up the 2023 gang force. In 2020, we launched investigations in areas such as Rotherham. 2018, Sajid Javid first forced the collection of ethnicity data. It is also incorrect to assert that we did not commit to implement, because in 2014, when it was ourselves who commissioned the J review into child sexual abuse, and I have in my hand the government response, where it accepts the need to act on all but one of the recommendations, and that was because we felt it did not go far enough. Lord Mayor, no child should endure trauma. This should not be about pointing fingers, but about us coming together to right past wrongs and to protect our children. In the essence of working together, reach out to the Labour group, and I hope we have some consensus. We're happy to include the Labour amendment, and as Councillor Alden has suggested on the proviso, they're able to correct the slight inaccuracy in terms of the line of the previous government. But in the spirit of compromise, we do accept that the government could have acted quicker. And I hope if the Labour amendment's able to reflect that, we're able to agree that. I believe on this tragic issue, we should all be able to come together and deal with this sensibly, because this will be the start of a very long and difficult process for the city and the nation. So I do ask colleagues across the chamber to consider this compromise, vote and consider this on their own conscience, to back our motion and the amendments and the Labour Lib Dem amendments together so that we can support the national inquiry, noting the bravery of those who have spoken out to ensure the inquiry is not delayed, fully implemented, and that this council commits to fully cooperating with the inquiry in every way. Lord Mayor, anything less will be a further betrayal of what thousands of victims, known and unknown, have gone through. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Zip.